I'm Hey, welcome to a special episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions Snow Day Blizzard Special. And looking out the window, it looks like we're still getting some snow. It's supposed to be snowing all day today and into tomorrow morning. So I got a hold of my boss and the lady in HR and said, sorry, won't be able to make it. So they said, all right. So I'll be using some PTO on this. So I already have some accrued right now. Anyway, hey, we got Joel, Mr. Skyfly. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, sir. And we got Legwork. He's now LWM Modeling. Welcome, welcome. We got Jim Beauchart. I believe I sent him a link. If he'd like to pop in, I will check and see if I did. Yes, I did send him a link, and he could join us. Sean Oz just got back from snowboarding at Keystone, and the A Basin is closed. Tried the first 14 inches, only 6 inches at Keystone. Oh, all right. Cool, cool. From what I hear, the mountains are supposed to get up to like 2 to 3 feet. Yesterday, they said the predictions Denver was supposed to get up to 23 inches. So that'll be something to see. The company did go on a delay till 10 a.m. and I went out to my car at 8 o'clock this morning, and it was a good 5 or 6 inches of snow already on it. And fortunately, one of my neighbors helped me clear the snow off, so it won't be as bad tomorrow if I try to go back to work. Hey, we got Dusty, uh, East Coast Thrills, and so Sean says Echo Mountain's getting over 40 inches. Wow, isn't that something? Eldora 18. Oh, right. Cool, cool, cool. Glad Sean is enjoying the snow out there, taking a day off from his business, his tattooing. We got William Cool Cat. All right. Uh, Legward said had 12 inches when. You mean centimeters? Yeah, that I would believe. It is 91 degrees down there. All right, cool. That's about the same temperature in Manila. I bet about now in Manila, it's probably in the low 80s since it is about 2 a.m. in the morning there. So, oh, okay. Sean said just the ones east of the tunnel getting hit hard. Denver, Colorado Springs are supposed to be getting more. Yep, yep. Most of the storm is staying east of the Eisenhower Tunnel. Yep, that's right. Yep. So, uh, so far, here in the Denver metro area, it's been dry here. We are below normal on moisture, and now with this storm, we'll probably get back up or well over normal on precipitation. Still wouldn't try to drive on I-70 today. Yep, that's true. Although I don't drive I-70, I'm usually on US 36 part of the way, and it's probably going to be a mess up there. Uh, yeah, so that's the nice thing about this new job that I've been at for a year and a half. Love it. The drive is super easy. Jim wants Don's DIY. Yeah, that's right. That was last night's show. I was filling in for Bill Thomas's drone therapy, and so he's having surgery today. So we wish him the best and a speedy and full recovery. And I have some bad news. Just got a message from Lloyd Mendenhall. It's not a big secret that he posted on Facebook that Judy is not doing well. And so it looks like she's going home and she's going to be getting hospice care. So our hearts are out to you, Lloyd and Judy, and we're deeply saddened, and not much I could say other than hugs and prayers, not only from me but to the drone community out there. We're all thinking of you, and yeah. So if anybody would like to send a card or I don't know, send flowers, possibly. I don't know if you want flowers, but message me on Facebook and I will get you his address. So, Sean says he used the new snow to my advantage and filmed the Action 4 versus the GoPro 12 video. Oh, cool. So what I did today is I did a video as well. I decided to take advantage of this snow and I decided to, hey, let's distill some snow. So I got out some, my 1 gallon uh, juice jar, and I had an empty half-gallon bucket of ice cream, so I used it, for other things. So I scooped up a bunch of snow out back in my apartment, and it's in the still, and right now it's melting, so I'll be able to turn on the power when it gets liquid and turn it into uh, clean water. I mean, it should be good. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of residue that we have left over. What kind of pollutants or minerals that might have been collected in that snow. So this is a heavy, wet snow. So I collected looked like a little over a gallon, and I just crammed that still and packed it down, and I'll probably get a third or a half a gallon out of it. So we shall see. I'm doing a video on it, and later on I will turn the still. What I've got is a Vivor pot still, and for those of you who don't know, I wear a CPAP at night, and I need distilled water from my CPAP, and that way I get fresh water for the humidifier part of the CPAP, so my nose and mouth doesn't get all dried out, which is silly because it still gets dried out because I'm at a high altitude and it's very dry up here. I wake up in the morning and my tongue ugh, feels like leather. And cool. Uh, Sean wants to make some snow cones. Yes. just make sure it's not yellow snow. Yeah. Go collect that snow before you let the doggies out. Yeah. So we got Thomas Baker, aka TEB Drone Flyer. Welcome, welcome to the show. Uh, Nice thing about doing kind of an early afternoon show here, it'll be 2 p.m. back out on the east, and it'll be afternoon or early evening over in Europe. And we got a few people from over there. Yeah, yes, Sean. He finds Denver humid compared to up here. Yep, yeah, because at 9,200 feet, boy, I have a hard time up there. I mean, when I was up there for spin down, god dang, that was about 3 years ago. I had a heck of a time, but I did okay up there. We spent the night and went out, and I brought the RoboMaster, which for some weird reason I could not get to work. But I did bring, I think I brought my either my Air 2 or the Air and got some video out of that. Yes, my way down to Florida must make you feel like, oh yeah. Well, in a little under 2 months, I will be in the Philippines. Uh, Hopefully, I'll be staying. I'm pretty sure I'll be staying with James and Ness for a few days. And the plan is I'm going to have my girlfriend fly up, meet me there. We'll spend a few days with James and tour around there. And then what we'll do is we will fly down to Cebu and I will see another YouTuber. Her channel is Purple Shadow. That's her name. And I will visit her for a few days. Last time I went, I only got to visit her for a few hours because she really didn't have a whole lot of time off. And so she just recently moved to a house on the other side of the island. It's on the northwest side of the island of Cebu. But her son still lives at her old place in Talisay, uh, Cebu. Oh, cool. Thomas uses the AirSense 10. Oh, cool. Yes, and that is what I'm using right now as well. It is a nice CPAP, easy to fill up, better than that old dinosaur CPAP that I had. It was a Respironics, and had that for God, coming on 20 years now, maybe. And that was a pain in the butt to clean out. This thing, the tub just comes right out, and you could take the uh, the metal part out. It just clips off, and I could easily clean it out because after a while, you need to clean those things because bacteria starts growing in that, and you're wondering why is this water pink? Yeah, what is this stuff? And wonder why my nose is running all the time. So, let's see. So I have a travel CPAP that I take with me. It's about the size of a can of soda, and it's real lightweight. And but in the Philippines, it's high humidity there, so I don't need to worry about humidity there. So I took it last year, and the first time I went, which was 7 years ago, I took my old CPAP, and boy, what pain in the butt that was to lug around and set that up. Yikes. So I got that one, and how did, oh, you know what? I got that CPAP off of that police auction website. So, and I also got another model, and I think it was the AirSense 9. It's an older model. And so that's my backup in case this one craps out. So what's going on? So tomorrow is a magic day when the FAA is going to roll out remote ID. So that is interesting, and I bet you it's going to be a whole lot of nothing. People are all whining and griping. I gotta buy modules. Well, if you bought the newer DJI drones, you won't have to worry because my Air 2 has ADS-B, and so it's already got that in it, and my Avata already has all that stuff on it, so I don't need to worry about it. And I believe my Mavic 2 Pro probably still has it. You just need to worry about it if you have a Phantom, like a Phantom 3 or Phantom 4, you're going to have to get a module for that. So what else? Oh, and forget about the Spark. The Spark is, I don't know where you would stick that module on. Speaking of Sparks, I got hooked on Goodwill Online, and they've got drones on there, and that's where I got this little guy, and I also have another one just like it, which I'm going to be giving away Saturday. So you folks in the U.S., you got a chance to win a mini drone to play around with. It says 4K, but I'm guessing it's either 1080 or 720 on it. But it doesn't have a gimbal per se, but if you want to adjust the camera, you'd have to physically move the camera before you fly it. So hey, it'll come with 2 batteries. Each one of these drones I'm going to be giving away will come with 2 batteries. So, and they've got all kinds of DJI drones. They even have the Spark. And I'm surprised the prices that are going for those Sparks. And I've seen Air 2s, a lot of Air 2s, and the first minis and the mini 2s. And I just recently saw the original Mavic. And they had the Mavic Air 2, and I haven't seen any 3s on there yet, but I've seen a lot of DJI Osmos and Osmo Pocket 1s, the first one. Haven't seen any 2s or 3s yet. What else did they have? Oh, they even had the original DJI. It's like an Osmo, but it has the 4K camera built in, and I've got one of those. I may give that away down the road. I don't know. Hey, we got Jody, Drone Shots. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, sir. What else? I've seen that, and a lot of Phantoms 3 standards. I've seen some Phantom 3 Pros and Phantom 3 Advances and Phantom 3 4Ks out there. And those have been going for pretty good, I mean, hefty prices, I would say. And the other, and a few Phantom 4s out there. Uh, Now, if you just search drones, you'll see all kinds of, toy drones, and I did have seen a few parrot bebops. Oh, okay. I'll put the link in the chat. Yeah, good idea. I will go there. Okay, do. Goodwill online. So I will put the link, and I will go over here. Oh, we got Warren Akira show in the chat. Good to see you, sir. Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, if you're into music, they got all kinds of musical instruments, and they even have some vintage electric guitars. If you're looking for the old, you know, late 60s, early 70s Japanese, uh, I think it's called Taisco or Taiso. Uh, yeah, one of their popular shapes was called the tulip shape body, but they also had some pretty cool looking guitars, some semi hollow body guitars. Oh, funny thing, I've seen some Hagstrom guitars, and they've been going for like over $500, and that's about comparable to eBay. So, what else do they have on there? I've seen a lot of uh, Fender guitars and a lot of off-brand, Fender copies and some BC Riches, uh, uh, Les Paul copies. Oh, and I've seen quite a few Epiphone Les Pauls now, and the prices on those have been pretty good. What I do is I get the standard. Stay away from the cheapy ones. The ones with the bolt-on necks, the Epiphone mates. Get the standard. It looks just like the Les Paul that Gibson makes, and it's got a glued on neck, and they are just as good as a Gibson. I mean, they're made at the same factory. Steve Knowles, welcome. Good to see you, sir. And they've got drums, they've got keyboards, they've got other brands of acoustic guitars. They've got, oh, I even bought a cigar box guitar off of that. So, and did see a couple lap steel guitars on there. So it's a good place. Computers, if you want to get computers, laptops, computer components, they probably have printers and monitors, TVs, even. They've got everything there. And if you are into shopping for vintage items to turn around and sell on eBay, that's the place to go to. There was recently a video that I saw. Somebody picked up like it was a late 50s Les Paul Jr. That he got, and it was in pretty rough shape. And he went and fixed it up, and it sounded pretty darn good. So, oh, we got Bent Rail Productions. That would be that. Who would that? Is that John? Another John? I'm guessing. So welcome to the show. Good to see you. doing a special blizzard show, and right now, and it is still snowing. Yep, still snowing out. So thought I'd do a special show. Hey, we got Chuck is messaging me. Do, 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 do. Oh, Chuck is at work. So, all right, cool. So, anybody want a little humor? I found this video on YouTube. I've been a follower of this channel. It's called the Filipina P, and she's does a lot about culture and dating, in the Philippines. And well, this video got my attention and it's funny. So I'm going to play it. And so we'll share the screen. Okay. So hope everybody can see it. I'm going to make it big. And so let's see if I could. Oh,
Hey, Mom. I thought I'd just call and let you know the latest news about Project Snag a Foreigner. Yeah, it's not going very well. Western guys are weird. I met this one guy, but it sounded like he's here on a hunting trip because he said he was just looking for beaver. I told him we don't have beavers here, but he just laughed and said, "Oh, yes, you have lots of nice ones." So then I asked him what he wanted the beavers for, and apparently he's into taxidermy because he said he's here to stuff as many beavers as he can. Now, I don't care if a guy's got a hobby, but I don't think he's gonna find what he's looking for. I told him if I had a beaver, he was welcome to stuff it. But obviously, I couldn't help him in that department. So then he gets this weird look on his face, calls me a ladyboy, and storms off. I guess I just don't understand foreigners the way I thought I did. I'm sorry, Mom. I'll keep trying. Hey, Mom. I thought I'd just call and let you know the.
so hopefully the sound came through on that one, and hopefully you found it entertaining and you liked it. So yeah, so she's got a good channel. Go check her out. And yes, uh, hashtag stuffed beaver. Yep, that's right. It sounds like this sounds like a Ken Heron type topic. So anyway, so I was hoping that Laura would show up, little llama Laura, but I think she's got uh, a show going on right now. Oh yeah, Akira show. Hashtag shaved beaver. Yes. If you go over to Mary Bert's OnlyFans page, yeah, there you go. And Sean liked that one too. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. As long as they're not pounding those beavers. Anyway. So we got remote ID coming around the corner here. And what else? Oh, I've been seeing a lot of photos about the Avada 2. And it looks pretty cool. It looks like the battery is going to be different and like it's going to be compatible with the Integra goggles, and so I'll be interested to see if it's compatible with the controller that you use right now. You know, so looks interesting. I wonder what kind of interesting features they've added to it or improvements they've done to the drone. Uh, so that'll be interesting. Um, what else? I think they're coming out with the what is it? The Air 4, the Mini 4. They're coming out with another 4. Uh, hashtag Air 3S Army. Oh, cool. 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 So they got that. And so there's still talk about the ban on Chinese made drones. So my thoughts on it are I don't know if that'll affect the consumer side, if they're going to, not allow us to buy DJI drones, or it's just that state and local and federal governments cannot buy those drones. If I was a podunk uh, town sheriff, I'd say screw it. Just go down to your local pawn shop and get a either a Phantom 3 or get a Phantom 4 maybe. Or if you really want to get sophisticated, get the Mavic 2 Pro. Oh, and they're coming out with them. They've got the Mavic 3. Get they could still get the one with the 3 cameras on it. Yep. Uh, Warren says I want one with the 1-inch sensor, and from what I understand, I think the new Avata 2 is going to have a bigger sensor on it, from what I've been hearing. So that's what's going on. And Sean probably recognizes this picture. This is the Georgetown Loop, which is a bit west of, or no, east of where he lives, up in uh, Georgetown, Colorado. Nice little town. Bit lower in elevation. I've done some fishing up there. I've caught some rainbow trout in the middle of town up there, which is cool. Oh, we got Keith. Oh, okay. A Jeep, a drone, oh, he's looking for something with a good zoom range. Okay, cool. You can find that in the Mavic 3 Pro. You've got different packages, and I think they have one that has infrared sensor on it and a zoom function. So yeah, that would be a great drone for when you're flying around the battleship Texas. And I've been looking at some of the photos of what's going on with the battleship, and they're doing a lot of work on the deck where they're going to return the aircraft guns on the deck, so it will look like it did right after World War II, where and this is cool thing about that battleship. That is a World War One era battleship, and at the time when it was built, it was state of the art, and it was the first one to carry 14-inch guns. And it is part of the New York class of battleships. And what the Navy Department would do is every year they would come out with uh, 2 new battleships, which will have improvements on the previous model. So, and I believe the Texas originally had the reciprocating engines, where the New York had the steam turbine engines. Yep. Oh, cool. So Sean says Air 3 has 9x digital zoom. Oh, that's pretty cool. And we got Dewey. Hey, Dewey, I'm welcome to the show. Also, if you'd like, you could drop a couple bucks or a few euros into the super chat. So, which is appreciated. And also become a member of the show for as little as under $2 a month. You could be a member of the show. Or if you are generous enough, you could buy memberships for other people. Yes, Dusty, 14 inch, it would be harder. Yep, yep. So, and but I'm a battleship aficionado, and I've been following the different iterations of battleships here in the United States, starting with the pre-dreadnoughts with the main class, which the first USS Texas was a sister ship to, and when they built the next USS Texas, the old Texas became I think, a coastal ship, and it was redesignated, I think, San Marcos, and then it was used for gunnery practice. So it is out in Chesapeake Bay, and you can still find the wreck of that ship because most of the ship is underwater, and it's not that deep. It's maybe 20 to 50 feet deep. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. So I was correct. And they got a class of battleship that's named after my home state, Colorado. The Colorado class was the last of the World War One era battleships, and they were the last ones made. And then when the Washington Treaty came in, that because there was supposed to be four ships, but because of the Washington Treaty limitations, they could only have uh, three. So what they ended up doing is they scrapped the USS Washington, which then in the late 30s, when the Washington Treaty just kind of went away, they started with the Washington class ships, and those were the ones that had the three turrets with the 16-inch guns. Anyway, going back to Colorado, was the first class to carry the 16-inch guns, and two of those ships with of that class were at Pearl Harbor. Yeah, the Maryland and the West Virginia, both sunk at Pearl Harbor. Uh, both were raised and rebuilt and survived the end of the war. Sadly, those ships were scrapped in, I think, the late 50s. So, and the Colorado was at up in Seattle at the time. They were at Bremerton for a refit. Yep. All right, Sean. Well, thanks for coming, and thanks for well. Hope you enjoyed your day out snowboarding. Yep. So, Keith, I've been following battleships since I was in junior high. Uh, when I moved to Michigan, I still had leg braces, and being picked on in school, my favorite place to hang out was the library. And so one of the books that I would always check out was Jane's Fighting Ships. And I would check that out, and I'd go all the way back to when the first of the pre dreadnought battleships came out and studied that. And that was fascinating to see how those ships evolved and turned into basically the pre dreadnought battleships. I know everybody's, oh, there goes our. Anyway, uh, they carried two sizes of main guns. They carried the 12-inch and the 8-inch guns. And it got to a point where they could only aim the guns by the splashes of the rounds. And it got to be where you couldn't discern which rounds were which. So that's when the dreadnought battleship came around. Even though the United States designed the all big gun ship first, but Great Britain launched theirs first, and that's where and the name of the ship was HMS Dreadnought, and that's how you came up with the moniker Dreadnought style battleships, ones with the all big guns. So, anyway, you learn something new on this channel. So, what else? So, we kept building battleships up until 1944, and that's when we stopped work on the Illinois and Kentucky. They were both, well, one of them was about 75% complete. So that ship never got uh, fully built. However, one of them, they did sacrifice the bow of the battleship when one of the Iowa class battleships had its bow damaged when it ran into another ship. So they basically just uh, cut off the bow. I think it was Kentucky, and they just spliced it on the. I think it was the Wisconsin was the ship that rammed into that another ship. I think it was a destroyer. So yes, that's right. We have the Cavalia is a sub that single-handedly, yep, sank the carrier Shokaku. Yep, that was involved. Yep, that's true. Hmm. And also, if you are into World War II history, I would suggest go follow World War II, which is by Time Ghost History. And they're on YouTube. And they've got a weekly, well, they do a weekly video. They'll tell you about what happened during that week during World War II. And right now, 79 years ago, Manila was just liberated by the U.S. So that was a pretty brutal fight there. And, we got some a-hole Japanese dudes that decide, instead of making Manila an open city, they decide, nope, we're going to hold up and we're going to fight to the last man, which they did. And a lot of Filipinos, uh, sadly, up to 100,000 Filipinos were killed during the liberation of Manila. So, my father, which went to the Philippines, he went to the Philippines, I think, well after that battle, and he went to Leyte, and then from there he went to Clark Airfield, which was a big airfield on Luzon in Pampanga, uh, uh, Luzon, Philippines. It's near Angeles City. And I have some photos that my dad took of some B 29s there. God, what a beautiful aircraft that was. So he was there. It was, I think, in July when he got up to Clark. And then the war was over a few weeks later. And then he was shipped to Okinawa and he was stationed there. He's part of the occupation. And then he was sent up to Atsugi Naval Air Station, which is east, east northeast of Tokyo. And which, by the way, Okinawa and Atsugi, I was able to do a USO type show there back in 95, January of 95. Boy, that was the high point of my comedy career. Then we got the Pro Cut. It's a snow day. Okay. Oh, Pro Cut. That is John. Okay, I know that. So, welcome to the show. And yeah, legwork. Sadly, the Indonesians have been doing some grave robbing. When the I think it was the Prince of Wales when it sank off the coast of Indonesia. Pretty much that ship is gone. I mean, there's only a little bit of remnants of the ship itself. I mean, it's a war grave, and these a-holes came in and salvaged the ship. You know, disturbing the fallen that have died on that wreck. And it's like, come on, guys. You know. So the reason they salvaged that ship was they wanted to get the pre-atomic age steel because after the test in White Sands, New Mexico, all the steel that was made after that has radio uh, isotopes in it. So they wanted the pure uh, pre atomic age steel that was used in medical devices. So let's see what's going on. I'll stay on for a few more minutes. Doesn't look like Laura's probably still doing her show. Good for her. Hope she's got a good crowd there. What else is going on? Oh yeah. Well, you know what? The P-51D is one of my favorites. I do like the P-47, which was a pretty good plane. God, there. Yeah, for the on the Army side, those are my favorites. Now on the Navy side, it would have to be the Hellcat or the Corsair. Corsair was more for the Marines, but they did have them land on aircraft carriers back in back in the day. Bombers and B-29, hands down. But European theater probably have to be the 17 and the 24. Those were good. And oh god, oh, and the Lancasters. Oh, that was a big British four-engine bomber. Uh, so Legbort says he's building talking of submarines. Oh, a 1/700 scale of the RMS. Oh, Titanic. Oh, cool. cool. Yes, that's true, Keith. The Hellcat could take a beating. My father was not a flyer. He was a radio and radar technician. He was in the 1089 Signal Company. So he was with the 5th Air Force, which Major Richard Bong was part of. And so, oh, yeah, there's another cool plane. It's a P 38. What an interesting aircraft that was. And at the beginning of the war, my father was working on P-39 Airacobras when he was stationed. Yes, that's right, the light. He was stationed in Fairchild up in Washington, and these aircraft were being sent to the Soviet Union, where Soviet pilots would come down through Alaska down to Washington, pick up these planes and fly them back to Russia. And oh, yeah, Lance Cadena, welcome, welcome, Spokane. Yep. Uh, well, thank you, William. William, Michael, Michael. Yeah. Anyway, uh, so he was installing the basic radios in those because, even though we were allies with the Soviet Union, we did not want to give them our top notch equipment. Oh, so Keith saw the P 38 Glacier Girl at the Lone Star Flight Museum. Oh, cool. Keith, if you're ever in Dayton, Ohio, go to the Wright Patterson Museum. Oh God, they've got the greatest selection of aircraft there. They've got a B 70, the only surviving B 70. Check that out. They've got a B 36 there, which is a cool plane. And I believe they have both the B 29 and the B 50. The B 50 was the upgraded version of the B 29. Yep, that there is a flight means. Yep. Oh, another cool place. Go to the one in Bellevue, Nebraska. That would be at Offutt Air Force Base. They have a Vulcan bomber, which is really cool. Go check that out. So the thing about the Patterson flight, Wright Patterson Museum is they've got aircraft going all the way back to World War I. I think they even have some of the pre-World War One Wright flyers that they have there, which is cool. Yep. And they got, well, both those places at Offutt and at Wright Patterson, they do have B-47s. And they've got the B-17, the A-20s, and the B-29, B-24. The neat thing about the B-70, the X-B-70, is that was a high altitude supersonic bomber where the wingtips would fold in the down position because they would use the shock waves from the supersonic shock waves for lift, which was cool. And what else? Oh, I'm not sure. They may have one of the X-15s. Oh, they have the I think the X1 is either at the Smithsonian. I think it's at the Smithsonian. Oh, you know what? They do have the ME 262 there at Wright Patterson. Yep. And what? Oh, and rockets. They do have a V1 and a V2 there, which is cool. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, if you're really into military aircraft, that's the place. They even have some Soviet planes there. They have MiG 15, 17, you name it, they got it. Yep. So, yep. So, one of these days, I want to go see one of the Iowa class battleships. Now, I've been to the Massachusetts up there in, uh, where is that? Rhode Island. Yeah, it's up there in Rhode Island. Alabama's at Mobile Bay. All right, take care, Keith. You have a great day. I would like to. Let's see. I'm trying to see. There's South Dakota class and the North Carolina class battleships. Yeah, I'd like to see one of the other classes of battleships. So I've been to the Arizona Memorial. I've been by the wreck of the USS Utah, which is at Pearl Harbor. Yeah. So hopefully, let's see if Laura can join us. Uh, Jim does want to join us. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I wish the British would have saved one of their battleship, but every one of their battleships from World War I on, they scrapped them all. Now, but if you're in northern England or Scotland, go up to Scapa Flow, you can see the wreck of the HMS Royal Oak, which is the only battleship sunk at Scapa Flow by a German U-boat that was able to sneak through the uh, the submarine netting at Scapa Flow, was able to get in and sink a battleship. Yep. So, and I really wish Turkey or Germany could have saved the SMS Goben, which became it was a Turkish battleship that the Germans gave them. Uh, oh, HMS Victory is still officially in service. I thought oh yeah, the Victory. Okay, now the very last battleship built was the Vanguard, and that was finished in 1946, and sadly was, I think, scrapped during the 50s or early 60s. Yeah, yeah. It would, but the thing is, at the time, nobody was thinking about making museums out of these ships. It was Texas was like the first one. And it wasn't until the 60s people thought, hey, let's save some of these battleships and turn them into museums. You know, I wish they could have saved one of the Alaska class heavy cruisers, because oh man, those ships, they were almost as big as the Iowas. They were 808 feet long, and it carried 12-inch guns, which were very big for cruisers because normally they were 8-inch guns. But because they cost a lot of money to operate, and nobody wanted to, make a museum out of it. So there were only two ships that entered service. The Hawaii was about 85% complete by the end of the war. And they were considering, maybe making her converting her into an aircraft carrier or maybe a missile cruiser. And they thought, it would be too expensive, so they scrapped all three of those ships. It would have been nice, but this was well before Alaska became a state. Yeah. HMS Belfast is more than, yes, that's right. And the Thames, okay. That's a World War II ship. Oh, hey, we got Don. Hey, Don, good to see you. I sent you a link if you'd like to pop on. Maybe give us some more DIY dune buggy uh, repairs. Ah, so let's see. So after World War II, several of our battleships, the ones that were pre-World War II battleships, some of them were used in atomic tests. One of them was the Arkansas, the Nevada, and I think Pennsylvania was another one, and a couple of enemy battleships. There was the Nagato, which was Japanese battleship, and the German cruiser Prinz Eugen. Uh, Oddly, the Prince Eugen survived both tests and was sunk. Well, they beached her, so you could still dive that wreck, and so she capsized. So her stern end is up on the beach or close to the beach. You could see the brass propeller sticking up out of the water, which is kind of cool. The Nagato, I think she sank in Bikini Atoll. Now the Nevada survived both tests and was sunk off the coast of Hawaii. And a couple of years ago, they found the wreck of that ship. Yep. Oh, that's cool. All the woodwork inside the Royal Hospital, London, made with the wood seized from the French ships from the Battle of Trafalgar. Oh, cool. Cool. That is awesome. Little little bit of history there. Let's see. What else? Oh, all the Italian ships, they all got sunk in the Mediterranean. None of them survived. Let's see what else. Oh, and then you've got the HMS Barham, which exploded in massive fashion. It was sunk in the Mediterranean, and while it was capsized, and the crewmen were jumping off the ship when either one of the boilers exploded or the magazines, and that's the one you see the film of quite a bit where the ship just exploded terrific. Yes, Yorktown is still there. Yep. There was talk of saving the Enterprise from World War II, but nobody wanted to, make it a museum ship. They were going to take it to New York, and the city of New York just did not want to spend the money on the upkeep and finding a berth for it. And it wasn't until several years later that they took either the Yorktown or the Essex. I think the Essex is in San Diego, and they made that a museum. So the Enterprise was scrapped, and after World War II, that ship was so beat up, and so it just made it too expensive to keep as a museum. And, yeah, it's sad that that ship didn't survive. Where although we still have the USS Olympia, which is in Philadelphia, you can go check that out. It was oh an armored cruiser from the Spanish American War, and I would like to go see that ship. That would have been a cool ship. The ship, I wish they would have kept it as a museum. Now, uh, after World War One, they did the USS Oregon was a museum ship, and all right, Procat, thanks for coming. After bombing at Pearl Harbor, they decided, hey, we need that ship, and what they basically did is they hacked up the ship. They took the turrets off, and they cut it down to basically down to the deck and made it a crane ship. And I think the hulk of that ship is either, I think it's off the coast of Guam, because they wanted to scrap that ship, and when they were towing it away, the tow lines broke and it floundered and sank off. It's either off of Guam or Hawaii. Oh, hey, let's welcome all the way from Missouri. It's Don. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Art. So you got a
What's
snow day
coming up?
today, huh?
Yeah, I got a snow day today, and it is still snowing out there. Yeah.
I I'm taking a break. I was on Laura's channel, but I was editing as well.
Ah, okay.
And, and I got kind of bit of eye strain. Staring at the
Ah,
computer for too long, just got to step away.
right.
So I figured I can put the phone up here and not really be looking, actually look out and see real things
Yep.
from the rest of my eyeballs.
Right.
Have
Well, we
myself a
can hear
sushi
the.
snack.
Oh, nice.
Actually, it's just a seaweed.
Right.
But I'm gonna fix tuna steaks later. I'm gonna grill some tuna steaks. So I'm calling this sushi on a layaway plan.
Oh, cool. Cool. So, what birds are we hearing out there? Are those robins?
I don't know. They are kind of loud, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Sounds nice. Yeah.
Whoops! I almost dropped you. They're over there in those trees.
Oh, cool. Oh, you got a pretty good sized yard there. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
You could put a volleyball court in there.
I put the cornhole boards out there in the summer.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
I'll come outside or come inside where we don't have the birds chirping.
Ah,
Pick it up.
okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, that yard used to be taken up by a dog,
Ah,
but not anymore, and so it doesn't get taken up by much.
ah,
I'll be
okay.
moving the pepper plants out in the yard
Mm,
pretty soon.
cool. What kind of peppers? Bell peppers or
I've
jalapenos?
got some lemon drop peppers that are started, and they're a
Okay.
little bit hotter than a jalapeno, but they have a citrusy flavor.
Oh, cool.
And I have some ghost peppers
Cool.
that I'll grow this year. I grew some last year of those and saved some seeds. And then this year I'm growing some larger Thai peppers. Last year I grew some dwarf Thai peppers,
Right.
but they are so small. It just takes so much time and work to harvest them and process them. Process them. That's
Are
like I'm gonna
those
get some
those
larger ones so I don't have to do quite as many.
are those the skinny red peppers that are about maybe a couple inches long?
Hmm.
Yeah, they have them in the Philippines. They're called sile peppers. Yeah, James grows them in his raised bed garden.
Yep. They I like them. They're hot. I use them instead of cayenne
Right.
because they have the heat, maybe even a little hotter than a cayenne,
Yeah.
but they have a more pungent base flavor to them, which I like better.
They use it quite a bit in Filipino food. Yeah. So hopefully, when I'm down there at James' house, I could do uh, Chef
Eat
Boy
one
art.
live, pull one
Huh?
off the bush and eat it for a live stream.
Oh no, 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 no! I want to do a Chef Boyardee video with Nas, and she could show us how to make whatever Filipino dish, and I could sprinkle in a few quotes or sayings from Uncle Roger, which will
Mm,
make it kind of entertaining. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. So we got Infinity Gaming in the channel. Good to see you, Justin.
yep.
He's,
Justin's
he's
like, hey, I thought you had eye strain, so you got off the channel. And, and before he complains, yes, I did, Justin. But and yeah, tired my ass. No, I got away from the big computer screen and the lights and stuff down there and that noise. And so I came over here and I was on the phone and I'm out and I'm walking around and Art was lonely and so screw you.
just got a message from Lloyd. Judy has passed away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, we knew it was coming, but
Yeah.
it's still heartbreaking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Everybody, if you get a chance, go over and well, don't just I guess maybe not blast him with texts.
Right.
Give it a day or two and then let him know that you're thinking of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is sad, man. It's
I'm sure he's gonna be needing some
yeah.
loving. Of course, he'll have his family come in,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was afraid of that this last time that she went in. I was afraid of that.
Yeah. Same here. You know, you know, sometimes uh people that are really ill, all of a sudden, hey, they're looking great, and next thing you know, they're gone right away, and
Yeah,
that's yeah,
that's
but
just
that is just
yeah.
that's
My heart hurts for him.
yeah, same here. He's a great guy, and it's like everybody knows Judy, and it was 3 years ago, about this time, Rick Halbert passed away. Yeah.
See, I
And
never Rick. I think I just kind of started actually talking to people and stuff in the chats and stuff right about the time he passed.
right. Yeah. We got Chris Wedgeworth in the chat, and Laura just joined us in the chat.
Yep.
So yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, everybody. I recommend next few months just reaching out to them whenever
Yep.
you think of them. And
Johnny D. I don't know if you just heard Johnny. Judy just passed away. So our hearts go out to Lloyd and his family, and yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, it started snowing last night. It was raining when I got home. It was raining off and on, and then I think probably around uh 10 or 11 o'clock it started snowing, and it's been snowing all night. And I got up at my usual time, and I thought, you know what? And then I looked out the window and I could see it was snowing. I go, yeah, they're probably not going to have work today. And then just then I got a text from work saying, oh, they're going to open. They delayed the open to 10 a.m. And so I got cleaned up and had breakfast, went out to my car at 8 o'clock, and there was like uh, about 6 inches of snow on it. But I was amazed. I was able to get in my car because I thought, oh crap, I bet you the door is going to be frozen shut because it had rained. But yeah, I was able to open it up, and one of my neighbors helped me clear off the snow on the car, and I was able to warm up the car and get so went back in and had my breakfast and text boss, yep, snowing like mad up here. I won't be able to make it. I'll just use some of my PTO that I've got.
oh, so they
Yeah,
didn't close down. You just said no.
yeah. Well, I just had a flipping heart attack a few months
Yep.
ago. Last
Now,
thing I need is a big one, and get into maybe a wreck on the highway going to work. Yeah. Uh, Jody, I don't know if you heard Judy just passed away. Yep. And Lon, yep, Lon's here. Good to see you.
I wish Lloyd lived a little bit closer. I'd go take him some food. That's what you do, right?
Yep. I'm sending him a message saying we are here for you. How about I learn how to spell?
None of those We are here for you. None of those words are difficult to spell, Art.
Yep, I know, but you got screwed up hands like I do.
Maybe you don't know what you're going to type.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, be careful. You don't want to cuss them out in Chinese.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Well, am I still on?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know.
Okay. I just
I
saw on Facebook you are currently offline. Refresh.
no, I can still see you.
Okay. Cool. Great.
At least on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jody just said he told Mel about it. Yeah.
Yeah, the news will ripple out.
So what I did today is I'm making a video. I'm distilling snow.
Okay.
I got one of those little pot stills, and I take regular tap water, and I distill it to get all the minerals and crap out of it. So when I put in my CPAP, I don't have all that crap going through
Okay.
my noses. So I thought, hey, this might make an interesting video just to kill some time, and who knows, somebody might find it interesting.
Now,
So
if you are desperate, you can put wine in that and make brandy, right?
yeah, you can. I've tried that. I took some. What was it? Oh God, what is that?
Or is it too high temperature to make brandy? Does it just boil off all the?
Well, I tried it once, and what it made was like a clear alcohol. Basically, made vodka out of it. I took, what is that? Mogan David. Yeah, it's 10% alcohol, and it just tasted like I don't know. It smelled like rubbing alcohol.
Mm,
I could have. Well, what I did is the last time I did something, I took some Evan Williams and I threw in some butterscotch morsels in there and made my own version of butterscotch whiskey,
mm.
and it turned out not bad. Yeah, yeah. It was still a clear liquid when it came out, but it had a butterscotch flavor to it. Yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah, I tried melting the stuff and putting it in there, while it was heating up, but I did scorch some butterscotch in the still, so I had to, you know,
Oh,
clean it out and scrape out and oh,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably off brand or off the usage guides, right? The off
yeah.
label. Yeah.
There is a channel called Still It where he uses the same kind of still, and he does what they call the meme alcohol, where he'll, like, he did one video where he took one of those chocolate oranges and
Mm-hmm.
started breaking off pieces and throwing it. He had some whiskey that he made, and he ran it through there, and it had more of an orange flavor than a chocolate flavor to it. Yeah. So I thought, oh, I'll try that with the butterscotch morsels. Make my own version of peanut butter whiskey. more of a butterscotch instead of peanut butter. Yeah. So, Cool Cat says friends of Lloyd need to stay in contact with him, keep an eye on him, make sure he's involved in much. Yep, that's good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Because yeah, we need to keep him as part of our communities. Keep him going.
Yep.
Because
And not
when you have couples that have been around so long and one passes away, you know.
Yep. And not just for the next couple of days. We need to
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
the future.
Mm-hmm. Because the company I used to work for, the owner Bruce, when his wife passed away, he was gone a few months later. They were in their late 80s, I believe, mid to
Yep.
late 80s.
And
Yeah.
every birthday, you can't get to every one of the events that's gonna hit.
Right.
But
Right. My mom lasted 8 years after my dad passed away. So, yep. Today would have
I
been
should
her 94th
set up
birthday.
because I think she would last a lot longer without me than I would without her.
Anybody would outlast you.
Because I'm pretty much incompetent. I without her, I don't know what I'd do. She takes care of it.
Yeah, right. And sometimes even the incontinent too.
I would have to
Yeah.
hire a servant.
Yep. Hmm. Hire a butt wiper. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Not a Budweiser. Yeah. Mm.
You assume that I wipe my butt.
Yeah. Well, that's what bidets are for.
No,
You could do a video
that,
called Bidets of Our Lives.
that's how you get through any traumatic experiences. But
Yep.
day by day.
Yeah, bidet by day. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Some days are more high pressured than others. Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
Oh, so Legward says his parents were married 55 years. Dad went to pieces when, yeah. Been a Chelsea pensioner. He's really bounced back. Okay. Yeah, my folks were married, let's see. Yeah, 55 years. Yep.
good.
My dad passed away in 05 and my mom in 12. So, yep. And Legward says it's almost like being back in the army. So
Mm-hmm.
the camaraderie really, yep, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. So what did you do after we left you last night? You got your gas tank in yet, or?
Oh no, do anything after I got off with you last night. I
Uh-huh.
I might work on it this evening some, but
Sure.
today is mainly slated to getting. I've got a decent size edit to get finished
There you
that
go.
right now.
Right. Well, on the distilling, the only thing I have to do is I'm waiting for the snow to melt so I could turn on the still, and then once it starts running, then get some video of, hey, you can watch the water coming out of the spout into the jug. Yep.
The glue is mostly off, Steve. The only thing is on the other side, I've still got the clear caulking that's on there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not nearly, that's easy to get off, but that glue was rough. Thunder.
Oh, my. Well, yeah, I'm looking out there and I still see snow coming down. Yep. Nice steady pace.
So
You
how
said,
much snow did you gather up?
we, well, the last time I looked out there, we got 6
No, but
inches.
how much snow did you gather up to distill?
Oh, I crammed it. I mean, I filled it all the way up to the top, and then I packed it down
Into
with my hand
into what?
into to pot still. So
Oh,
because
you just put it directly into the pot still.
yeah,
Oh, that's gonna be mostly air. It's gonna go down to nothing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got one of those, those great big juice containers. It's like they'll hold a gallon,
Mhm.
and I filled that all the way up, and I had a half a gallon ice cream container. And I filled that all the way up, and I just stuffed that into the still, and it pretty much filled it up to the top, and I packed it down. And
Yeah,
last
when I
time I looked,
would go out and gather snow and make snow ice cream.
yeah, there you go.
I don't know if I would do that anymore,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. So what I'll do is I'll go and check. It's probably all melted by now. I may go back out and uh, grab some more snow and put it in, and yeah, yeah. So you'll probably get some thunderstorms out of this storm that we're getting.
well, I'm kind of getting irritated because I was gonna bust the grill out this evening and grill up the tuna steaks that I've got in the fridge.
Okay.
I'm hearing thunder. If we get any rain out of this, then
Yeah, you'll
I
have
don't
to do it indoors.
grill.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Hmm.
it passes over.
Right. So yesterday I bought some more cod and a tube of hamburger meat. So I got some hamburger that I could either make hamburger with, or I could make like a spaghetti sauce and like a meat sauce for
Hmm.
spaghetti. Then I have some mai that I may make some Italians, or not Italian, uh, Oriental or Asian stir fry out of it. I've got a bag of frozen peas and carrots and use that in there. And I've got some, what do I got? Oh, I got stir fry sauce and oyster sauce. I have ginger powder. Uh, what else could I?
I can make a dinner out of a head of cabbage, some ginger, and some soy sauce, and just throw it in
There
the
you go.
pan, grill it down. I can make a complete dinner out of that. That's
There you go.
my wife doesn't like it when I eat a lot of cabbage though.
Eh, yeah,
She says
yeah.
it's she
She
says
doesn't
it's
like the Dutch oven treatment.
yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
Or
St.
it's more
Patty's
for
Day coming up. That's on Sunday.
what?
St. Patty's St. Patty's Day is Sunday.
Patty's Day. Ha
Yep.
ha.
Hmm.
You know what's Irish and sits in the backyard?
Your Irish shitter.
Yeah. You got to say it with the accent, Art. Patio for
Oh, patio furniture. Oh, instead of the Irish shitter.
Hmm.
Yep. So, what are you sipping on there?
Uh,
A little
it,
cognac? Afternoon cognac?
no, it's a flavored sparkling water, Topo Chico.
Oh, cool.
Never
Well,
tried that. And wife bought it in
yeah. Is it any good?
berry and hibiscus extract. Basically, it's like LaCroix.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Well, the thunder has shut the birds up.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So last weekend, I bought a couple bottles of booze. They're both made in Colorado. One is a high proof, I think it's called Walnut Creek. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And it's 100 proof, and it is pretty good. I like it better than Knob Creek. Knob Creek kind of has a kind of tastes like turpentine, where this has a really smooth taste. And the other one is
Knob Creek has
Stranahan.
to it.
Huh?
Knob Creek has kind of a wang to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where Stranahan's is I think 86 proof. It's a blue label, and it's brewed right here in Denver. Yep. So haven't opened that one up yet. May open that up Saturday for the show. Give it a taste. Yeah. So you're going down in the dungeon. Hey, we got Bill of Chin Dynasty. Now his channel is just called Bill. Bill, I don't know if you heard Judy passed away this afternoon. Yeah.
This is my exercise for the day. I walk up and down the stairs.
There you go. Go out and check the mail. Flag's still up?
No, I haven't checked the bill.
There you go.
That'll get me outside, won't it?
Yeah. A good night, Legwork. Thanks for coming in. You have a great evening and enjoy editing your video. All right. So, did you get that letter from Publishers Clearinghouse?
Nope, I got something from Name Brand Clothing.
Ah, okay.
I got. Here's something
Doom Buggy Weekly.
something for my wife's doctor. For her.
Ah,
I'm guessing a bill.
okay.
And DirecTV.
Oh, okay.
An invitation for DirecTV. Sorry, I don't want DirecTV.
Yeah, there you go.
So I didn't get nothing. My wife got something.
Ah, there you go.
Make sure I throw the right thing away.
There you go. Yeah. Me, I always get those, hey, you've been pre-approved to up to $500,000 to clear off your debt. And I'm like, yeah, right. That goes in the round file. Yeah. Nice thing about having the trash can like 3 feet away from my mailbox is when I get junk like that, especially like on Tuesdays when you get the junk mail, all the ad flyers, they all go right in the garbage. Yep. Well, folks, I think I am going to call it a day. So, Don, thanks for popping in.
No problem.
towards the end. And you have a great day. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. Sorry to have to end the show kind of on a downer, but it's not something that was unexpected. Just
It's
hang in
still
there for Lloyd, and we're all here for you. So have a great day, good evening, and catch you on Saturday. We'll give away a drone and some coffee. Take care. Bye bye.